So, welcome. How's everybody doing? Okay?
Okay.
Just about.
Mm.
Hi, Rita. Okay. So, thank you for coming again. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit red. I've just been for a very long run, and so I'm still cooling down. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk a little bit about the digestive system and how yoga can help with that. So the digestive system is really obviously really important. It's the system that allows us to transform what we eat into energy. And it also allows us to take from the food what we need to repair and to regenerate our body. So we take all of the components that make up our cells from the food we eat. And isn't that amazing? A banana becomes us. A nut becomes us. We take something from the food, and that something becomes part of us. So we're not really that separate from the world around us in any way, shape, or form, because we are the world around us. So when we talk about the digestive system, many people say that they have some issues with their digestive system, and can yoga help with that? So let me just let Emily in. And yoga is renowned for helping with digestive issues. The reason why yoga works is because we tend to do quite a bit of folding forward, so the upper body folding over the lower body and the lower body folding towards the upper body. So we're creating pressure in the area of the abdomen. And then we do the same when we're doing twisting and side bending. So the way that this benefits our digestive system is by kind of helping with the blood flow in this area, but also the muscles that make up our digestive system are smooth. So they get a little bit lazy because they're not composed by the same fibers as the muscles that are attached to our skeleton. And so sometimes they get a little lazy. So they need a little helping hand. And when we create pressure in the abdomen, that's what we're doing. We are stimulating the movements of the intestine specifically. So from a yogic perspective, we tend to say don't practice yoga with a full stomach. So you have to have eaten like a couple of hours before so that you can do all of these things without feeling uncomfortable. And actually, from a yogic perspective, there are a lot of practices called kriyas, which are cleansing practices that are to do with the digestive system. Some of them are less palatable than others. And there is a whole one-day ritual that you can do in some ashrams where you cleanse the whole digestive tract. It's a very ancient technique, and you do that simply by using salt water. So you drink 6 glasses of very salty water, and that obviously stimulates your digestive system to eliminate everything. And then you lie down in Shavasana for a long time. And then after that, you have a meal of a very simple lentil dal. So it's something that goes on for a whole day, and you also do some gentle yoga stretches. We're not going to do that today. Okay, I have tried that before, and it's not a very pleasant experience. And you shouldn't be doing that on your own. You should do that with somebody that knows what they're doing. Okay, because it's quite a shock for the body. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Let's get started. So if you have any issues like ulcers, if you have hernias in your abdominal area, if you have had abdominal surgery, please proceed through this practice really carefully and only do things that feel right for your own body, okay? Let's go. So we're gonna start in our seated posture, just taking a few moments here to settle. And actually, if you do nothing else for your abdominal area, deep breathing is a great way to help things along in the area of the belly. Okay. So try and find a comfortable seated posture, grounding your sit bones and relaxing the shoulders back and down. And then you can begin. I think we did this last week as well, just by perhaps bringing your hands to your belly with the shoulders remaining relaxed. And just take a few gentle breaths here. We're really focusing on feeling your belly moving underneath your hands. So we're going to establish the rhythm of the breath, where we can really feel the inhale and the exhale. And then I wanted to share with you a practice that comes from the Thai yoga massage tradition, which is an abdominal massage. Again, if you suffer from issues with your abdomen or you've had surgery, you can just put your hand where in the points that I indicate. You don't have to put any pressure on these points. Okay. So softly open your eyes. And we're going to start with the left hand, so this is my left hand, on your thigh, okay? And your right hand with the 3 fingers in the middle, you're going to just find your belly button. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, softly, very gently, just press the belly in just a little bit. As you inhale, relax. And as you exhale, go right underneath the belly button. And again, just put a little bit of pressure in as you exhale. So you feel your fingers sinking into your belly, really gently. Inhaling, we release. Exhaling, we move to the right. So from where you are, you're just going to move to the right bottom corner of your belly, breathing in. And then as you breathe out again, you just gently press. As we inhale, we release. And as you exhale, you're going to move up, directly up and in line with the belly button, and press that point really gently. You might feel a little discomfort there. Inhaling, relaxing. Exhaling just underneath the ridge of your ribs. We're just going to put, again, just a little bit of pressure. Inhaling. Exhaling, you're going to go to the middle, right above the belly button. This is where your stomach is, so go easy, especially if you've been drinking tea or eating a lot, okay? Again, as you exhale, the belly softens and we pressure gently. You inhale, you release. You go to the left side, that's just under the ribs. We inhale, we release. Exhaling right underneath that to the left of the belly button. We inhale, we release. And then the bottom left corner, which is sometimes the most kind of tender one. Okay, so we just press that as we exhale. Inhaling, releasing, and then relaxing the right hand. And just take a couple of breaths here. You can do that a couple of times, and after you've done that, maybe a little massage clockwise along your belly. So we always follow from the right up and then down to the left. Okay, so up and down to the left. Okay, bring the right hand back down. We're going to take a few cat-cows. So as you inhale, you're going to stretch the belly out. And as you exhale, really tilting the pelvis and creating that little bit of pressure in the belly by drawing the belly button in. And again, inhaling. Exhaling. And a couple more. Inhaling. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Exhaling. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to just a neutral spine. We're going to do some rotations, trying to focus on lowering the belly towards the thighs. Okay, so as you rotate the upper body, we've done this one before, because you want to kind of feel your belly slowly getting closer to your thighs. And then we're just going to go the other way. So if we were just simply doing like a stimulating session, we would just go one direction. Okay, again in the direction right side and left side second. But here we're just limbering and warming up the body. Okay, and then slowly coming back to center. I'm just going to open up the sides of the belly. Okay, so stretching the arms right down. Take an inhale, bringing the left arm up and reaching across. And then coming back up with the inhale and releasing the arm down. And we go to the other side. So follow the breath, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling. One more time on each side. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling back up, and exhaling down. And one more time on the right. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, and exhale. And then we do a gentle twist, inhaling both arms up. Lace your hands right above your head and stretch the arms up. And then as you exhale, twist towards the right. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, twisting towards the left. And again, inhaling. Exhaling, trying to keep the hips as steady as you can. And again, inhaling. And exhaling. And stretching back up, the arms back up. Bring your knees right in line with your hips. And then as you exhale, separate your hands and as you come forward, taking your belly as close as you can to your thighs. Reaching back with your arms. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, sinking forward. We do two more. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhaling. And exhaling. Take both hands to your knees as you stay quite low with your chest and your belly towards your thighs. And then you're going to try and come up onto the right tippy toe so that your right heel is lifted. And then twist towards the left and look towards your left shoulder. As you inhale, come back. And as you exhale, twist and look over your left shoulder. So you're going to feel a little bit of squeeze on the right side of the belly. Inhaling. And exhaling. Back to center. It's almost like a little baby cobra, this one. And then we come up on the left tippy toes and we do the same on this side. So again, the lower body is staying where it is. Relaxing the shoulders. I'm just going to press the left side of the belly onto the left thigh, looking over the right shoulder. Inhaling, we relax, come back. Exhaling, we twist. Specifically working with the flow of the breath here to try and create a little bit of extra pressure. Inhaling back up. Release the arms all the way down, go as low as you can. Maybe your hands meet right behind your shins. Relax your head. And then as you inhale, push your feet down onto the floor as you reach up towards the sky, opening up the belly. And again, exhaling, coming as low as you can. Maybe your hands meet behind your shins, behind your legs. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling. And one more, inhaling. And exhale. So it's a quite deep forward bend here. Really going as low as you can. Hug in the thighs now with your arms if you can. And then slowly releasing and coming back to just a neutral spine. Just gently rocking from side to side. Reestablishing that nice neutral length in the spine. So we're going to do a little bit of leg lifting now. So we're going to start on the right side. Today I can't do the kind of the mirroring thing. So I'm just going to call my right side, just to avoid confusion. Okay. So feel free to mirror or just go with your right side if that works best. So we're going to inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to lift your right leg up into your belly. Inhaling, releasing. Exhaling, left leg up. So it's a little bit of a workout for the arms, but also the legs are taking part. Okay, we're going to do that just one more time. Inhale. Exhale, right leg comes in. Keep the spine nice and tall. Just use those biceps. So curl your biceps up. Okay. And then left side. Inhale, release. I'm going to add a little rotation. So we're going to lift up, take the knee out to the side, and then in. Inhale. Exhale, left knee goes out, and then in. And again, inhale. Exhale, it comes in and up. The inhale. Exhaling, we lift it up and down. Widen your stance. Make sure your knees are going outwards. We're going to take an inhale, and as you exhale, try and see if you can come down a little bit. For some of you, it might be a little bit difficult to come as low as that. Okay, so that's fine. Just find whatever position works for you. Just make sure your feet are nice and rounded. Okay, and then your knees are going outwards. Okay, so we're going to inhale up. Exhaling, coming forward as you can. Inhale. Exhale. So here we are working with the Apana Vayu, which is the elimination wind. Okay, so inhaling. Exhaling. And again, inhaling. And exhaling. Release the arms along the body, walk your feet back in, and then tap your feet just to get a little bit of energy coming up from the floor. So the Apana Vayu, that's in India, for example, and many other countries in the world, they don't have toilets. Okay? They just have a hole in the ground because the anatomy of the human body is designed to squat, to eliminate. Okay, so that's a good way to kind of get that stimulating shape for the body. Okay, so we're just going to do a couple more things here, just to do with side bending and twisting, and then we're going to put it all together with a nice forward fold and twist. Okay, so this is goddess pose. Again, try and keep your knees going outwards, creating a little bit of tone in the outer hip. The spine is nice and tall. I'm going to take the arms up into cactus arms. So again, we're going to inhale, reaching up. And this time, as we exhale, we're going to twist and lower the elbows. So we're going to twist and lower the elbows. Inhaling, lifting up. And as we exhale, we're going to twist the other way. Do that just one more time. Inhaling. Try and keep those knees going outwards. Exhaling. And one more inhale. And exhale. Inhaling, reaching up. And as we exhale, we're going to take the hands to the outside of the knees. Okay, might want to go a little bit wider. Okay, so traditionally we would be with our bum towards the floor here. Okay, in a full garland pose. But that's okay. We're just going to work with the shape. Okay, remember to keep your knees going outwards. We're going to inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to slide your right arm down towards the floor as you lift the left arm. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling, going to the other side. So still focusing on creating that pressure in the belly. Inhaling. Exhaling. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling, coming back to center, walk your feet back in. So we're going to put it together with a little bit of a forward bend stretch. Okay. So the right knee is going to stay bent, and we're going to stretch the left leg out, bringing our belly down so that you can feel a little bit of kind of sensation in the right side of your belly. Okay. If you are not feeling that much, okay, you can even bring your hand down towards the floor if you can get that. So once you're there, release your left arm. Inhale, and as you exhale, try and keep your belly as close as you can to your thigh. Again, your hand can be on the floor or just on the knee, okay, depending on how your back is feeling. And then you're going to draw your left elbow back and stretch the left arm up if your shoulder feels okay. Bringing it back down and reaching down towards the floor. And so putting these two shapes together. So rising up, lifting the arm up, bending the elbow, and reaching back down. And we do that one more time, drawing back, stretching the arm, bending the elbow, and reaching down. Both hands to the knees, so stay nice and low and switch. The left foot comes in, the right leg stretches out, and we do the same on the other side. So maybe your hand can come all the way to the floor, or maybe you just rest it here. Okay, because we're going to twist into this leg. So you want to try and stay as low as you can. Right arm relaxes down. Okay. So we're going to draw the elbow back, then stretch the arm up. Bringing it back down and releasing it. Just do that a couple more times in your own time. And try and experiment with your breath. So how does the breath work with this movement? Do you feel like you want to exhale into it or inhale into it? What does the body want to do? All right, both hands to the knees, rebend the right knee, and then cross your arms and hold it here for a moment in this kind of folding over position. Just relaxing the belly and taking a couple of breaths, just to relax the lower back. Okay, slowly lifting up. So we're gonna stand up now to do a little bit of lunging. If you don't want to stand up, the shape you want to take is this shape, okay, or this shape. Okay, so this shape or this shape. But if you want to stand up, you can stand up. And you're going to have your chair in front of you. And we're going to step the left foot back first. Okay, so if you are on the chair, you turn to the right side of the chair and your right knee is bent. So you're sitting this way. So here, you choose how far the left foot is behind you, okay? Just make sure that you feel nice and stable. And we're gonna try and keep the spine nice and tall. So we're gonna breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're gonna bend the front knee and then extend the front knee. Now try and feel how you're using your foot, okay? So you wanna press through your heel at the front, okay? And use your big muscles at the front of the thigh, especially to come back up. Okay, you ready? I'm going to do this 4 times. So we're going to inhale. We're going to exhale into the lunge. Inhaling out. Exhaling, lunging. And we just do a couple more. The more you bend the knee, the more you feel it. Okay, so you choose how far you go. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Lift back up and switch side. So bring your right foot back. And if you're sitting, just turn to the other side. Nice tall spine. Here, focus on what's happening with your belly, okay? So we're going to really draw the belly in as we exhale and keep the tone in our belly. So we breathe in, and as you breathe out, bend the front knee and come into your lunge. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathing in and out. And then we do a couple more. So breathing in, use that heel to push back up. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Lift back up. Switch again. Right foot forward. So if you're sitting down, you're sitting on the right side of the chair. Yeah. Okay. So this time, we're going to inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, and then you're going to try and come forward a little bit towards that front leg. Okay? Stretch it back up and stretch the leg out. Okay? So, we breathe in. As we breathe out, we bend the knee, and then we come forward towards the bent knee. If you're sitting, your hands can be on your hips, but you can challenge yourself by stretching your arms forward. Okay, we lift, we straighten the knee. And one more. We bend, coming forward, lifting back up, and stretching the leg. Switch sides. So if you're still on the chair, you're turning to the other side. The left leg is bent. So nice tall spine. We inhale. As we exhale, we bend the knee. And we lean forward. Again, if you're sitting, you can stretch your arms out. Release, bend, and come forward. And so just one more. Bending, forward, lifting, and standing back together. Okay, so if you're standing, you can just stand nice and tall. If you're sitting, just turn to the front of your chair. If you need some help with your chair, just keep it next to you. Okay, so we're just going to do a couple of practices that are part of that sequence I talked about with the 6 glasses of water. Okay, so there are a couple of stretches that are part of that particular cleansing practice. So we're going to start with some standing side bends. Okay, so we're going to stretch towards the right, reaching down towards the knee. So if you're sitting on the chair, you're reaching down towards the floor, lifting back up, and then reaching down to the other side. Back up, reaching down, up, and down. Lower back is a little sore here. We're going to do that one more time. If you're standing, widen your stance just a little so that your feet are just a little bit wider than your shoulders. And if you're sitting, just widen your legs a little bit. Stretch your arms out, being careful to have enough space to do that. Okay. And we're going to wrap the arms around ourselves as we twist. Okay, so we twist left, we wrap the arms around ourselves. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Both hips are staying facing forward. Okay, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We have to do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling softly, coming back to center. And if you're standing, you can sit back down. I'm just going to take a little moment to relax. So when we twist, it doesn't just have the effect of stimulating the area of the intestine. It also creates heat in the belly. And that is the heat that allows us to digest the food that we're eating. So it's called the Agni fire, the Agni fire. Okay, so widen your legs. I have some camera difficulties today. So we're going to do that. A similar movement to what we've just done standing, but this time the legs are wide. Okay, and we're going to try and go a little bit lower. As usual, because you're folding forward, just make sure you feel nice and stable on your chair and don't try and go too far. Okay. So we're going to stretch the arms out. And then you're going to try and reach towards the shin with your left hand. The right shin with the left hand. Reaching up. And then right hand to left shin. And again up. To the right shin. And up. To the left shin. You can do one more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Without the help of your arms, try to see if you can lift your feet and bring them together. Bring everything down. Lift up. See if you can widen out. Just a little fun. Lifting up and down. Up and out. One more. Up and down. Up and wide. You might feel a little sensation on the inside of your thighs. Back to center. Okay, stretch your legs out the best you can. Okay, hands on top of the thighs. Inhale, reach forward with your chest. And as you exhale, come forward. Big stretch for the hamstrings here. So just go nice and easy. Your tailbone is coming out a little bit. So you're sticking your bum out a little bit. Again, finding that contact between your belly and your thighs. Slide back up. Reach up. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming back to center, grounding your feet. And just take a moment to let the breath settle. Let your feet settle. Soften your belly. So there is one more traditional practice I wanted to share with you today. Can't remember the Sanskrit name, but we're going to use our fists in our belly. Okay. So again, if you have had recent surgery, if you know that you have issues with your belly, you can just keep your hands flat. Okay. If you want to try this, we are aiming to have soft fists. Okay, very soft fists. And then we're going to position them at either sides of the belly button. And we'll start quite high up, just underneath the ribs. And then we're slowly going to make our way a little bit lower down. If at any point it feels uncomfortable, just simply fold over. Okay? Because there might be something going on that you're not aware of. Sometimes there are things going on that we're not aware of until we palpate, until we actually put our fingers and stuff in there, or we try and tighten a belt. Okay? So, you know, the body knows what it's doing, so we just want to honor the wisdom that's there. But this is a traditional way to, again, stimulate things in the area of the belly. So, soft fists, and we start just underneath the ribs, and we're just going to take an inhale, and then as we exhale, really gently folding over the hands. So you'll feel the pressure increase in your belly, and you're doing this on your breath out. And very slowly lifting back up. If you felt that you were right near your ribs, then you might have to bring the hands down a little bit. So you can bring them down directly next to the belly button. Again, relaxing the shoulders, we take an inhale. And as we exhale, the belly softens and we fold over the hands. There's a little bit of gurgling there. Okay, inhaling, lifting back up. And maybe we go just a little bit lower. Exhaling, folding. Again, you can just have flat hands here. It will be enough. And as we inhale, softly lifting back up. Stretching the hands out, rolling the shoulders. And just taking a few calm breaths here, just allowing the body to settle. You can close your eyes and just notice any sensation in the area of the abdomen. And we're going to close the practice with a twist and a little back bend. So for the twist, walk your feet towards the right edge of the chair. Lengthen the spine. Keep your legs together as much as you can. And then take your hands out in front of your chest so that you're not using your hands to kind of get into the position. This nice tall spine, we're going to swivel onto the hips, looking towards the back of the chair and then bringing the hands to the back of the chair. And once you're there, you can use your left hand to pull you a little deeper into the twist if that feels good for your back. The last thing that moves is your head moving towards your right collarbone. Couple of breaths. And then we unwind back to center on an inhale. Slowly walking back to center and then turning to the other side. And again, we do the same on this side. So feet are right underneath the knees so that the legs can be comfortably together. The hands come out. We breathe in. And as we breathe out, we twist. Both hands to the back of the chair. The right arm can pull a little bit more. Keep your elbows in, then you can move your chin towards your left collarbone. Slowly unwinding back to center. And then we close with our little bridge pose. So rounding the feet, bringing the hands to the back of the chair, inhaling and coming into a little bit of a back bend here. So you might have to move your bum a little bit closer to the front of the chair, grabbing the back of the chair, and then letting the chest open as the belly stretches here. Just a couple of breaths. Try not to drop your head fully back because it is quite heavy to bring back. And then we relax, rolling the shoulders and finding a comfortable seated posture. Taking a few mindful breaths just to settle into stillness for our closing meditation. So for our closing meditation today, we're just going to focus on a body scan, taking a few gentle breaths, letting the mind be focused by our physical presence and the presence of our breath. So allow your eyes to close and take a few moments to notice the effects of the practice on your body. Sometimes it just takes a moment of concentration and focus to really feel things in the body. Start from any sensation in the area of your feet and your ankles, your lower legs and your knees, your thighs and your hips, and then the upper body. Perhaps spending some time in noticing how the area of the abdomen feels, the lower back, the chest, the upper back, and then moving to the arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists and the hands. Not really looking for anything in particular because we're all different. We're just noticing sensations. And then allow your face to soften, smoothing your forehead, relaxing the corners of your eyes, of your mouth. Once you have settled in feeling your home around you, feeling your body, the body which you inhabit, you can move your awareness to the flow of the breath in and out of the body. Beginning perhaps with noticing if you can feel your breath in your toes. Can you feel any movement from the breath in your toes? Maybe if you can't feel any, you may want to move your awareness to a little bit higher up along the legs, to the hips. And then, of course, the area of the abdomen. Feeling the belly expanding and contracting with each breath. And as mentioned at the start, the breathing is really an elixir of health for the abdominal area. As long as we allow the body to breathe naturally. So check in with yourselves. Are you restraining your breath in any way? Or can the breath flow freely? Can your belly expand freely? And then feel the same ripples of the breath in your chest. Feel your shoulders rocking back and forth with the rhythm of the breath. You might even feel tiny little movements in the area of your hands, your fingers. Maybe your head is moving slightly as you breathe in and out. Now bring your awareness back to the area of your abdomen and specifically just above your belly button. And imagine a warm yellow light here. The light is as pleasant as sunshine on a spring day. Feel that light beginning to expand from the middle of your abdomen to the rest of the body, melting away knots of tension, melting away doubts, hesitation, melting away fears, and just leaving you relaxed and feeling safe and secure and focused. The abdomen is known as the Manipura chakra area. Manipura means the city of jewels. because this is where we generate our personal power, which not only allows us to change food into something helpful for us, but it also helps us to digest our experiences and take what we need to change things for ourselves and others. So now, before we begin our journey back into the room, take 2 or 3 more mindful breaths, focusing on this area around the belly. And then very gradually begin to feel the ground underneath your feet, your chair underneath you, feel your hands on your thighs. If you want to drop your gaze down towards the ground, just allowing the neck to stretch and maybe do a couple of rolls of the neck if that feels good. Maybe you're rolling gently the shoulders, opening and closing the hands, and moving in whichever way feels good for you and your body. And then slowly we're going to take the hands together in front of the heart. And with the gaze still pointed downwards towards the ground, perhaps taking a couple of blinks, very slowly coming back into the room. And we take a moment to thank ourselves for turning up once again today to practice. And we say Namaste.